talking about interest. Today, I want to carry on by looking at loans in particular. I actually said we'll look at inflation, but I decided to first finish what is left of loans and interest. Then tomorrow, we'll look at inflation. Okay, so today's lesson, at the end of today's lesson, you should be able to determine the real cost of the loan and the interest paid on the loan, right? Just to remind you, we calculate interest by using the given interest rate, right? So interest rate is a percentage and interest is the amount, right? Now, when I say real cost, I actually mean there are always hidden costs when it comes to loans. There's sometimes administrative costs, sometimes there are premiums, and obviously an interest as well. Makes your total repayment much more. Okay, now so let us look at an example. Okay, for this lesson, we're jumping straight to examples. Should you have a question, you can write on the chat. We are using a different program now, so you need to write on your chat. But for all of my answers, I need learners to write their answers on the chat provided, right? This lesson, I want you guys to do as much as possible, because if you work with me, you learn as much. But if you just watch, you won't learn as much as you should have. Now, for our first example, okay, it says, I'll read everything before I read my questions. Now, learners tend to jump to questions without analyzing what is given. Okay. On top, it says, people borrow money when they need it most, and they have to pay interest on the borrowed amount. Example, okay, example 11 was taken from a Mind the Gap textbook. Now it says that table below is from a letter from Sanlam to Mr. Moleka. Okay, so this is crucial information. Sanlam is probably the credit provider. Shows the amount that's available on loan from Sanlam and the loans, right? There are instant loans and obviously repayment, how much you need to pay per month. And then here, Mr. Monica, as a customer, willing to be able to offer you a personal loan. So these are the amounts. If Mr. Monica decides to borrow 4,000, he will pay 229 rand. So it seems like money, but paid over 24 months to probably more than 4,000, because the bank needs to make money. Now, if he borrows 4,000 over 6 months, every month he'll pay 194. Now, notice there's a decrease in installments, right? But an increase in term, right? The months are increasing, but the amount he pays per month is decreasing. Obviously, because he pays a small amount over a large period, he'll end up more than if he had borrowed and paid over 24 months. Right? So learners need to understand the month is actually how many years. The 24 months, 2 years. Remember, there are 12 months in a year, right? So 24 divided by 12 is 2. And how many years is 36 months? You should know that 36 months is 3 years. 36 divided by 12 is 3 years. Can you write that? Very important. 48 months, 48 divided by 12, that should be 4 years. And 60 months, 60 divided by 12, that should be 5 years, right? So these are the years. So it's very, very important that you actually analyze all of this before you start. So these are the years. Okay, my handwriting is getting there. Okay. Now that we understand this, basically every amount, same principle applies. If he's borrowing 25,000, he'll have to pay 1,344 per month for 24 months, and so on and so on. Now, the next thing they tell us that these loan payments include a monthly premium of 300, sorry, rather 3 rands and 95. 3 rands and 95, sorry about that. Per 1,000. It means for every 1,000 that he pays, he has to pay premium, monthly premium of 3 rands and 95, right? Like for us, they tell us it is included, right? So the premium amount is included in that donation. So just calculate it. A monthly administrative fee of 9 Rand 50 for your optional personal protection plan, right? Okay, so these amounts are included in your premiums. Okay, now they say answer the following questions. If Mr. Lega chooses to borrow 16,000, right? So you need to identify a loan of 16,000. So I like that, and identify what it is. It is GDQ amount. So loan amount. This loan amount. Yes. Then remember now calculate how much he finally you much will finally if 20 months, right? Okay, I'm giving you a clue here. We're looking at this loan amount. Now, I want to know in total, over 24 months, how much will you pay altogether, right? I need you learners to write your answers on your chat, right? So I'm still learning this platform, but I need you guys to write your answers, right? I'll give you 20 seconds. Please write your answers. How much will you pay in total if he borrowed 16,000 and decides to pay over 4 months, right? So I'll basically be waiting for your responses. 10 more seconds. It's still very, very easy. Most you guys now. Okay. It's basically I haven't received any as yet. But carry on because I'm asked to let you guys. So 24 months, it means we're looking at for month every month. Pay 864. Now remember, this is an optional amount. This is included, so these amounts we don't calculate them. Now, so over 24 months, the total will be 864 times 4. Right? So using your calculator, you say 824. Okay, let me just quickly do it on mind. But I'm sure you guys are done already. Okay, it is 806 times 24. Okay, my answer was 3,000. 3,000. 736 of these items. Okay. So they can also ask you how much interest did the service provider make? How much interest did Sanlam make? Right? How much interest did Sanlam make? If he paid in total 20,706, how much interest did the service provider make? Right? So in this case, write your answer quickly and provide your chat. In this case, your interest will be your total amount payable, which was 20,736 minus the initial amount borrowed. Right? How much money did he borrow? He borrowed 16,000. Borrowed 16,000. Okay. Okay. So far, so easy, right? So how much interest did Sanlam make from him? Obviously, subtract those two values. 20,736 subtract 16,000. So the answer was 4,736. Okay, obviously remember your hands, very important. Right, so you can see that every month he pays a small amount of money compared to the road. After 3 years, the credit provider, Sanlam in this case, an extra 4,736. Right? So that one was nice and easy. Okay, for the second one. Now let's say it decides, let's say 864 is very steep. And then it decides to pay this amount over 60 months, right? Over 60 months. Right? Because the term is longer, the premium reduces. Now every month he'll be paying that amount of money, right? How much money will he pay after 5 years, which is 60 months? How much money in total will we pay after 60 months, right? So in this case, okay, I'm still waiting for your answers, learners, but I guess maybe there's technical glitches from your side. Okay, so in this case, the monthly premium is 470 times how many months is he paying? He's paying this 470 for 60 months, so times 60, right? Okay, 470 times 60, using your calculator, 470 times 60. Okay, in this case, my answer is 28,200. 28,200. Now notice, from a very same amount of money that he borrowed, he now pays a lot of money back, right? Obviously, because the term was extended to 60 months, right? So the interest that the bank will actually earn will be 28,200 subtract 16,000, right? So it will be much more. Okay, let me just do that. 28 subtract 16,000. How much interest will that be? It will be, using my calculator, 12,000. That's a lot of money. So the interest I gained by the credit provider will be 12,200. A lot of money. So they say cash is king. So if you have cash, buy cash. If you don't have cash, go for a smaller payment period. Okay, now last question. Do you advise him to borrow it for a longer or a shorter term, right? Longer and shorter term. Obviously, the next question will be why, right? Okay, so learners, tell me, you advise Mr. Onmoleka to borrow for 24 months or 60 months, right? Longer or shorter term? What is your answers? Longer or shorter term? Okay, if you said shorter term, you would have been correct, right? Why? Because after 24 months, in this case, the interest will always be less than 36 months, 48 months, and 60 months. So for a shorter term, if you put it for a shorter term, interest is less. So you end up paying less amount to your credit provider. Okay, that was a very, very easy one, our first one. Okay, now let's look at a more challenging example. So there are your answers, right? Here, borrow for a shorter time because this has less interest. Okay, here's another activity, right? Okay, this is also taken from the Mind the Gap textbook. Okay, it has a lot of information. There's formulas. We dealt with similar formulas last time when we were looking at hire purchase. There's a table with installments and amounts and everything, and there's a scenario. Okay, let's first look at our scenario, then we will answer questions on the next page. Right, learners, don't jump to questions. Always analyze what is given. Right, do this preferably during the reading time. Remember, you're given 10 minutes reading time, right? So that's the time to go through your statements and scenarios. Okay, Mosina wants to buy an LCD TV, right? So she's buying an LCD TV. And so it's advertised at 25,000. Very expensive TV, 25,000. Okay, she does not have enough money to buy cash. Okay, so she has an option of either taking a loan from a microlender, so two options: a loan from a microlender, or pay by means of installment sale agreement. Right, installment sale agreement is hire purchase. Hire purchase, this involves usually deposits, initial deposits, then equal monthly installments over the period of time. Okay, now we are told that suppose Mosina borrows 25,000. Obviously, she borrows all of the 25,000. She doesn't have anything saved, so she borrows 25,000 from a micro lender to pay for the TV. The amount she has to repay every month depends on the length she takes to repay the loan. The table below shows the different options she can choose from. Okay, so she's decided to go for a macro lender. Here are the options she can choose from, right? Okay, the first option, loan amount, she can take 25,000 over 12 months, right? And obviously pay the initiation fee, which is the same regardless of the term, right? And obviously a monthly administrative fee is 57 rand, the same throughout, right? Regardless of the term, right? But now here is where it changes. The monthly installments, if she takes the loan over 12 months, okay, she will have to pay an initial fee of that amount, right? Plus every month, this is once off, right? This is once off. Okay, let's try to write once. Let's initiate the loan. Once off. Monthly, so this every month. So you're basically combining these two. Every month he's paying admin fee, and every month he has to pay installments, obviously. Total amount is 29,222, right? Okay, before you proceed, right, before you read further, let's first determine how was this calculated, right? The total amount. Okay, I know they give you a formula here, but I need you guys to think outside the box. First analyze what is given. So for 25,000, this lady first paid and a once-off fee, right, of that much, plus these two. Remember, every month she has to pay admin fee. Every month she has to pay, right, times 24. Right? So let me first add these two because every month she pays those two. So 57 using your calculator. 57 plus 228, which is your monthly repayment. Okay, my answer here was 2,340. Remember, if you understand the work here, the questions will be very, very easy. So I've added these two amounts because they are paid every month, right? The question is how was this calculated, right? For how many months? Obviously for 12 months. So we need to times this by 12. Hopefully around. Okay, I'll wrap it off just now. Okay, 2,340 times 12. Okay. Work with me here, learners. Okay, times 12. My answer was 28,080, right? Okay, learners, should have questions, feel free to ask, right? Plus this once-off fee, right? The once-off fee is 1,140. So plus 1,140, right? If you add your once-off fee to this amount, then that is your answer, 29,220, right? If you understand this, then things will become a lot easier. Again, notice as the term of payment, period of payment, increases, right, your monthly installment decreases, right? But obviously, over time, you pay more money because you're paying many installments. That's why, as you can see, over 48 months, she will end up paying 48,000, but over 12 months, she's paying 29,000. Okay, now let's look at notes. The initiation fee is the amount charged by the microlender to process the loan application and is payable when the loan has been approved, right? Okay, let's go back. Next, they say a monthly installment is the amount paid monthly. So this is paid every month. That is a monthly administration fee is an additional cost that is added to the monthly installment. There it is. We added the administrative fee to the monthly installment, right? And lucky for you, they've given you a formula. Total amount to be repaid is equal to the initiation fee, right? Okay, maybe that is, if you're using 12 months, that is, plus number of installments. In this case, is 12 installments plus 12 months times, open bracket, we're combining these two, monthly installment. Okay, there's our monthly installment, right? Plus our admin fee, there's our admin fee, right? So our answer should have been that. Now let's look at the questions. First question. Use the formula to calculate the missing value A, right? So we need to look for the missing value A, this one. Missing value A, oh, there it is, missing value A, right? We need to use the formula to calculate the missing value A, right? What formula we're talking about? This formula here. This formula to calculate the missing value A, right? Okay, let me help you a bit, right? And then you guys will continue on your own. Okay, sorry. Okay, Now for the missing value A in this case, it represents monthly installment, right? So your monthly installment, right? There's monthly installment. You can see that monthly installment. So this is A, right? Okay, administrative fee, right? Administrative fee. Okay, that is, how much is it, Lenas? Yes, it is 57 rand. So plus 57 rand, right? So plus 57 rand. Okay, I'll just design bracket. And then number of installments. How many installments does A correspond to? You can see it's 48 installments, right? So the number of installments, you basically put 42. And then plus initiation fee. How much is the initiation fee? Given 1,140. So it is 1,140. That is your. Okay. So all you do. Okay. Sorry. Lastly, total amount to be repaid. Total amount to be repaid. How much is that? Okay. So it must be in the same column as A, right? Obviously, total amount, it is. If you go across, you can see total amount paid is this figure here. So in line with the substitutes, 8,534. Okay, 0.06. And all you do, you're solving for A. I've helped you a lot. So now all I need you Linux to do is to solve for A. Solve for A, right? Let me give you a couple of seconds for this one. Please respond using the chat option, right? Respond using that chat. I want to see your answers, right? I want to see your answers for this one. What's the value of A, right? What is the value of A? Let me give you a couple of seconds. Should be easy, right? Should be easy. Okay. 30 more seconds left. Oh, sorry. 30 more seconds left. Okay, 20 seconds left. Okay, 10 seconds left. Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, your time is up. So basically to solve for A, okay, hopefully you guys can see what is happening here. To solve for A, you basically need to remove every number on the side of A, right, on the right hand side, and move it to the left hand side. Okay, the first one that will remove will be the one that we're adding, 1,140. It is added on the right hand side, on the left hand side it should be subtracted. So you first subtract, right? Okay, after subtracting, then what do you do, right? Then you need to remove these brackets, right? You can see that 42 is multiplied by this bracket here, right? So the opposite of multiplication is division. So when 42 goes to the left hand side, you will divide it, right? You'll divide it. Let me just show you this way. First of all, you subtract the initiation fee, right? Right. After subtracting it, I'll show you. Then you divide by 42, right? Then you divide by 42. So over 42 months, so you divide by 42. You divide your answer that you got here by 42. right? Then from that answer, let's go back to, from that answer, you can see that A is added to 57. Right? So in order to remove 57 and be left with A, you need to subtract 57 from the left hand side. So you subtract 57, right? And your value, the value of A you should have got was 1071.42, right? I like it if you use the formula as I've done and basically remove every number one by one. It's actually simpler in that way. Right? Okay, this is the first one. Okay, the second one, it says, okay, suppose Mohsina chose to repay the loan over 42 months. Okay, the keyword is 42 months, right? Obviously a longer period of time. Now they say, how much will the loan cost her in total, right? Over 42 months, how much will it cost her in total? Let me give you my table. Let me give you 10 seconds to give you the answer. A few marks, so 10 seconds should be okay. For 42 months, how much money will she pay in total? How much money will she pay in total, right? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, your time is up. Obviously, you can see that 42 months. In total, she would pay 48,534.04. Remember, this figure represents total amount paid by the end of the loan period, right? So this is easy. Right. That don't, learners tend to, right? But look at your marks, so it's easy, right? So don't be just a lot of just code it. It says if she buys at 25,000 and the loan by means of installment sale, right? It is high purchase. She must first pay 10% deposit, right? 10% deposit, right? Okay. Before you proceed, they'll probably ask you this, right? What is 10% of 25,000? What is 10% of 10% of 25,000? Let us give me the answers. What is 10% of 25,000? Right? 10% of 29,000. Obviously, that is easy. It's 2,500. How did we get 2,500? Here is number 3. We said 25,000. 5,000, right? Multiply it by 10%. Okay, 10% is 10 written as a fraction divided by 100, right? And then your answer is 2,500. This is your answer, 2,500. Okay. Now, okay, so you know that the value is 2,500, and then pay off the balance. So what will be the balance, right? Okay, remember, learners, I like to analyze the questions before I proceed. What is the balance? Obviously, the balance will be the amount remaining after she has paid the deposits of 10%. How much is that? Like, okay, they didn't ask me, but let me just write, because remember, we are smart learners. We are forward thinking. So the balance will be, in this case, the balance will be 25,000, right? Subtract the deposit, right? So 25,000, subtract the deposit which is paid, right? So remember, balance is what is remaining. So select 22,500 rather 2,500. So what is our balance, learners? Our balance is 25,000. Subtract 2,500. Okay, so this one is easy. 25,000. Always use your calculator just in case. Subtract 2,500. So my balance in this case is 22,500. 22,500. So this is our balance, right? So this balance, we're told that it must be paid in equal installments over 24 months at 33% simple interest, right? So obviously that means you must add 33%, right? And then you divide it by 34 months. And the question says, calculate the amount she has to pay for deposits. Voila, our answer is actually easy and straightforward. You can see that we've already calculated. It must be 2,500. It must be 2,500. 10% of 25,000 is 2,500. Don't forget your units. Okay, so this one was easy. In any exam, they'll probably give you guys 2 marks. Right? Remember, exams don't really have 1 mark. Questions they have 2 marks. This is probably 2 marks. This as well. Next question. It says, calculate the amount she is required to pay for her equal monthly installments, right? Equal monthly installments, right? Here, lucky for us, they've given us a formula, right? Okay, all you do, I need you to substitute your values to get into this formula to get your monthly installment. So this is for monthly installment, right? Monthly installment. Okay, what is my interest? What is the number of years? Right, so I'll give you again 30 seconds to do this one. 30 seconds to do this one. Learners, we have less than 10 minutes remaining in our lesson, so write as quickly as possible, right? Okay, 10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1. The time is up. Okay, so for the balance owing, in this case, what is the balance owing? Yes, it says 22,000. So when your first step, write the formula as is, then substitute your values. So in this case, this will be 22,500. 22,500 for the owing balance times interest, right? Interest is obviously calculated. In this case, I think in this case they actually mean interest rate. There's our interest rate, right? There's a 33% per annum, right? So 33% is 33 divided by 100, right? So our interest rate, this is interest rate, by the way. Okay, so it will be 33% is 33 divided by 100, or 0.33. 33 divided by 100 is 0.33. Okay, multiplied by number of years, right? How many years? Obviously, over 2 years, it must be. Over 24 months, I mean, it must be 2 years. Because 24 divided by 12 is 2, right? All of this divided by 24, and you get your month installment. Okay, let's check the answer. Okay, you can see the balance times your interest rate times 2 years divided by 24. So monthly, your installment is 618.75 cents, right? Okay, this one was easy as well. Okay, number 5. Okay, number 5 says, calculate the total cost of the TV if she used this method of payment, right? 3 marks. Okay, so a lot of steps. It's 3 marks. I want to know the total amount if she used this method, right? Okay, now this one is tricky, right? It is based on what you learned last time. Remember, hire purchase, right? So I need you to calculate the answer. What is the answer? Total cost, right? Let me give you a minute for this one, right? I have about 5 minutes remaining. Let me give you a minute for this one because it's nice and interesting, nice and long, right? I want to know in total how much does she pay if she used this method of paying, right? How much does she pay over 24 months? Okay, 40 seconds left. Right. So you guys should be done with the first line. Right. I'm assuming now you are multiplying out and you are adding your values. 20 seconds remaining. I'm assuming now you are looking at your last step, right? Putting in your units and so on, right? So let me check if you guys got this one correct because your minute is up, right? So for hire purchase, remember a deposit, right? First pay deposit, which is 10%. How much is that? 2,500. Okay. Plus, then every month she's paying installment, right? Answer that you got from 4. I think your answer was 618, so 618,75. Right. And how many months is she paying this for? 24 months, right? And you basically solve and you get your answer. Basically solve, right? Obviously, just show me your steps. I'll just write you the answer. Bring this down. Multiply. Okay, this is 24. 24. Multiply your monthly installment by 24, and you get the answer, and then add both, right? So your answer should have been 17,300. Okay. That's probably a mistake in this question. Okay, according to our answer, she has to pay in total 17,000, but probably wrong, right? Because she borrowed 25,000. There's probably these answers are correct, by the way. So there's probably an error somewhere, but this is correct. 17,350, right? 17,350, right? Okay, now next step. Next question. It says Mosina decides that she wants to pay the TV over a period of 48 months, right? Okay. Okay, 48 months. Remember the first option, 48 months, but now she's deciding to pay it over 24 months. Why would she choose 24 months, right? She choose 24 months because if the term is short, that means the total amount will be less after 24 months, right? So that is your answer, right? It will cost less in total. So actually done for today. Now for homework, please do this activity here, right? I think it's also available on the website. I've posted this activity on the website. This will be your homework. Remember, practice makes perfect, right? Other than that, you can screenshot this page, and then we are done for today's lesson, right? Okay, take home message. Just keep note of administrative fees and monthly premiums if they are included or excluded in your monthly installment. This is very, very important, right? Other than that, okay, tomorrow we'll look at inflation, right? Very important term in today's economy. And then I'm actually done for today's lesson, right? my time is actually up, right? But for more information, you can get us on info@africateamgeeks.co.za, and obviously also catch us on social media, Twitter. Use these hashtags if you are writing on Twitter. Okay, we're done for today's lesson. Okay, hopefully it was productive. Hopefully you learned something. You learned something new. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time. Thank you very, very much. Okay, bye.